Welcome back to CBS News Detroit at 7. Whether you're looking for vintage memorabilia to add to your collection or hoping to find an antique gem this weekend, is your chance to do so. The Michigan Antique Festival will be held this weekend at Springfield Oaks County Park in Davisburg. There will be hundreds of antique and vintage dealers at the festival, as well as a classic car show. To tell us more about the event tonight is Tara Edens from the Michigan Antique Festival. Tara, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Notice you have some beautiful items here. Tell us, first of all, about the festival this weekend.
Yeah, so we are very lucky to be celebrating our 55th year of the Michigan Antique Festival. We have over 400 dealers that are going to be attending and showcasing some amazing antiques that they have. We have everything from a classic car show, tons of food trucks, many different types of items, collectibles, antiques, shabby chic furniture, art deco, lawn art. I mean, you name it, there's a little bit of something for everyone.
You couldn't fit the classic car in here on the desk here. So tell us some of the items that you have here. I mean, these are beautiful.
Yes.
Obviously, they are antiques and they look expensive.
Yeah, no, we have many expensive ones. So this particular one is 18th century hand-painted porcelain Limoges.
18th century.
18th century, yes. It's
so
a
how
stunning
much would
piece.
something like that go for?
So I've seen Limoges go from anywhere from about 200 to about 3,000, give or take the piece.
Wow.
This particular one, I'm not positive. If I had to put a number on it, I would probably say around 600 or 700.
What is the most expensive item, would you say?
On this pile?
Yes.
Probably the Limoges.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what about at the festival? The most expensive item, would it be a classic car?
It would be, but most of the classic cars are not for sale. They are, you know, just people who truly love having their muscle cars, and they bring them out to showcase. And you actually can get the opportunity to be in our car show calendar for the following year. And they give out trophies and awards, and there's a DJ, lots of fun stuff. But most cars are not for sale.
What is your favorite part of being a part of this?
Honestly, the community is. They come together, and we do a lot of charity work with nonprofit groups who help volunteer, whether it's the veterans who help with parking lots, or some of our Boy Scouts or Girl Scout groups. They all come out and they're happy to be there, and they make these people work, you know, 365 days a year, but then they take off time to come out to the show to volunteer their hours, and they just are happy to be there, and it's a fun environment to be around.
Yeah, and can you walk us through some of the other items that you have here?
So this one is actually very cool. It's a Pewabic vase, and most people know Pewabic from Detroit. That's a very well-known Detroit tile. But the funny thing is, Pewabic never made vases. So this particular vase was made in the 1970s. They never produced and sold vases. So this is actually like a one-of-a-kind Pewabic vase that it was said to be done at Michigan State with some students.
Wow.
So that one is very unique.
And how old is that?
From the 1970s.
Okay.
Yes. And then over here, these are stunning little bags. They are lucite acrylic purses. And surprisingly enough, they're actually making a pretty big comeback right now.
Okay. It feels like it'd be heavy, though.
It is fairly heavy, but it's not about the weight.
I'm delicate, so I wouldn't be able to lift it.
All about
and then
the
some of the other
fashion.
items up there up front.
Yes. So these, believe it or not, are actually antique perfume bottles, dating as far back as to the 1920s. Yes.
And is that something, excuse my ignorance, but is that something where you would put current perfume in, or is it just a decorative piece?
You absolutely could do that. One of them, I believe, did have perfume in it up until a couple weeks ago. So I do know that they are functional perfume bottles. But I mean, they're stunning. They're from, you know, 1920s. I mean, what's not to love about that?
Yeah, and obviously I'm sure you have repeat customers that come year in and year out, and they collect all sorts of antiques. Well, tell me one of your favorite stories about perhaps somebody coming to the show, coming to the festival, and picking up a piece that they just cherish.
You know, there was a woman, she was trying to find a childhood toy, and we have many toy dealers, and one of those particular ones, it was a doll of some sort, and this sweet little woman was just in tears by finding like almost this exact replica. And so you're walking down these aisles and you see all these toys and antiques and whatnot, and you don't always think much of it until you really see someone moved by that.
Takes you back to your childhood. Maybe it broke, or maybe mom and dad threw it away when you went to college or moved out and things like that, and takes you back to your childhood, or maybe something that your grandparents had that, you know, got lost in the shuffle and things like that. And so As this festival continues year in and year out, what are some trends this year that you're seeing? What are some hot items?
That's the easy one, coins. People
Really?
love collecting their coins.
What kind of coins?
A lot of older ones. A lot of the silver coins, before 1965, most of them were silver. So a lot of our coin dealers try to go as far back as that because their value is just a little bit higher than your standard, 2000 quarter. But coins, and then definitely glassware is I feel like there was a period of time where a lot of china was kind of getting pushed out of houses. I myself have done it, but now there's kind of this need for it to come back again, and like this almost like not matching china, and it's just kind of this ornate look that people are doing to decorate their tables during holidays, and it looks beautiful.
What's your favorite part of the festival?
Absolute favorite part would be shopping and eating at the food trucks.
Yeah, that would do it. I would love that. And so to get tickets, can you tell us how we can get tickets?
Yeah, you get tickets right at the gate, but for any information outside of that, you can visit our website at miantiquefestival.com, or you can follow us on Facebook.
Well, thank you so much
Yes.
for joining us tonight.
Thank
Tara
you.
Edens from the Michigan Antique Festival. I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you. You
And
as
it's
well.
successful. It's going to be a beautiful weather.
Yes.
And so hopefully lots of customers coming through.
Absolutely.
All right, after the break, we'll have Ahmed's forecast when we come back.